So good morning to all. How are you? This is Dr. KJN. So I am discussing about the topic of distribution channel and logistic management. So this is a most important and very important topic in the marketing management. So it covers entirely fourth unit, distribution channels. So I'll discuss you separately about what is distribution channel and what is logistic management. Okay. So before going to that, what is distribution channel? A distribution channel is only it is a one kind of an interdependent organization. And it means that it works as a middleman. So company to customer, it acts as a middleman or an intermediate, whatever you can say is an intermediate or a middleman. So what it functions means it carries the goods from company to the customer. It acts all kind of process because the company will never take any risk or responsible. It will handle all kind of goods and materials to the distributors, and distributors will take all kind of functions to reaching the goods to the customer. So that is one of the main things. So here the customer is so benefited because distributor will access to all kind of areas, local to the regional areas, where the users, that is the consumer, can able to buy the goods. So this is another main thing is company completely depend upon the distributors, because company won't take much risk, so distributor will take, as well as the distributor will get a lot of margin or a profitability by delivering the goods. So this is what we call thing. And the channels, so this is what we call as a distribution channels. So distribution channels, I'll show you the what are the channels next slide. Now intermediates means we can call it as intermediates, otherwise middleman or a channel. Okay, so what it means, it is the most important efficiency because it leads to the target markets. Target market means any market, global to the local market. So what it does, so it always comes with some kind of specialization, contacts, experience, and the scale of operations. So contacts means the distributors have a lot of contacts with the local people, local area market, because they are well versed, because they are from the local market. So they know each and every customer's perception and their pros and cons of the customer. And they are already experienced because they know the well known about the local market, and they can able to achieve very easily the taste and preference of the local market. And specialization means they can able to sell lot of different kind of goods, because distributor will not sell one product. He will collect a large number of different kinds of products, like example, soaps, paste, tooth powder, and whatever all the FMCG goods, and he will distribute. So a lot of specialization are there. He can distribute every kind of. And scale of operation of the distributor is very large. This bulk and container, it depends upon the channel. So if it is a wholesaler, he'll distribute wholesaler, he'll collect the containers, and retailer, dealer, it depends upon the size of the operations. So here full scale, and only the thing is this intermediates can able to match the supply and demand. Only the people can able to supply. So when there is a demand, he can able to supply the goods. When there is a low, and he can able to control the supply. So they are the one of the mediators. Next, distribution channel functions. This is a very important functions of distribution channel, because they does a lot of work of distributing the things. Here you can see the some of the functions. First thing is you can see risk taking. So risk taking means the distributors are the most risk takers. Why? Because even in the huddle of the time, also they can able to distribute the goods. Risk means here they have financial risk, floods, or any kind of unwanted problems in the market, like now current issues are corona issues, where they can able to take, even though each and transportation are with too much problem, also they are taking a lot of risk. Even unsold stock also they want to bear, any damage also they want to bear, or a lot of things they are able to bear this kind of risk. So that is one of the main things, they are the risk takers. Next, coming to the point, information. They are information seeker and provider. So information seeker means they will collect the information from the customer to the company. So any problems are occurring in the market, suppose damages or any kind of issues or any kind of innovations, new arrivals or any kind of things, they will collect the information to the company, and company will take decisions and regarding the whatever the distributors say. And information sender. So what they will miss, they will inform all the information about the company about the products, about the promotions, about the advertisements, about the offers, about the premiums to the customer very clearly, because they have direct contact with the people. They are direct contact with them, so they can able to connect the people very easily. So they are information providers or information sharers. So this is the biggest advantages for the company, because these people will stand backbone of the company. So that is one of the main thing. And next, promotion. So promotion is also very important, because promotion is nothing but creating awareness. Already told you, creating awareness. So creating awareness means they will act as a advertisements. You can see in distribution or retail outlets, they can promote the company's advertisements. Some of Samsung, LG, Sony, they will keep separate outlets, separate outlets. They'll create an ad on behalf of the company. On behalf of the company, they promote the ads. So they are the direct channel. They will promote the ads to the customer. So customer can able to directly contact with this advertisements very easily, because they are connected with the towns and cities and areas where they can able to touch this kind of people. So they will get easily attracted by this kind of promotions. That is one of the another function of the distribution channel. Next, we will give it the contacts. So contacts means, you know that when local dealers are very contacted with the people, local dealers, banks, including banks, retail outlets, malls, and many more shopkeepers. Even you can go with the your retail petty shops nearby your home. They are also very contact. They know the names, and they are also able to give you a greet. So contact is a very even company cannot able to have directly contact with the customer. Only distributor or a retailer or a dealer able to contact with the customer directly. So this is one of the biggest advantages for the distributor as well as the company. So the contact is also a thing. Next, we go with matching. So matching means this is one of the most important distribution function, matching, because distributors always match the goods of the customer. Because for an example, a retailer of rural area. So retailer of the rural area, he'll sell the goods according to the taste and preference of the rural area. Rural members, suppose a shampoo packet, ₹1 shampoo packet, because a farmer or any rural area people very low, below poverty line people, they can able to match the goods only one or two. They cannot able to buy 1,000, 2,600. So each and every good will matches according to the segment, that is areas, rural, local, urban area. According to this, they will match the goods. Okay, even cities we go higher end goods, higher end hygienic goods, which they can able to offer price, because city people can able to offer price at 10,000 or 20,000. Even each and every product they'll able to send. So matching, they'll make the matches to according to the needs and preference of the customer. So this is another functions of the distribution. Next, we go with negotiation. So negotiation means the people will have direct negotiation with the customer regarding bargaining, regarding price, regarding offer, regarding benefits, regarding all the things can be able to directly contact and negotiate with the distributors or dealers or retailers. They feel very happy, because when there is a negotiation starts, the customer will feel happy. So it is not like a monarch that whatever the company will tells, so the customer should listen, because it is a global environment and marketing world where the customer feel very free to discuss with the customer, the dealers and retailers, ask and know the information and bargain it and get it in a less prices. So they'll feel very happy when they are getting a less prices by negotiation. This is another functions where the distribution channel functions create best. Next, physical distribution. So this is a very biggest advantages and another functions you can use as a these are also advantages and functions also. Physical means directly distributors will sell the hard goods to the customer. Physical goods where the person can feel and touch and they can see and able to think physically. Because if you show to the dealers and retailers, you can see a lot of televisions, lot of materials, goods and everything will be available. You can take in hand, you can feel, touch and feel, and you can able to see, and you will be very happy when you touch and see and feel. Okay, so like an online market, you cannot able to touch, you can see only the pictures. So you can able to picture, but here you can lively, you can see it and you can feel and you can able to buy. So these people they will take the risk advancedly and they will carry the goods and they will eat it, whether you like it or not, right? But they do does the better thing. Okay. Next, going to the another function is financing. So financing means nowadays everything comes under the financing, means credit facilities. So credit facility means whenever you buy the bike, car, or some kind of goods, you can have able to get a credit from the banking, or otherwise you are from the local dealer or retailer, whatever else you'll get the finish. But it is very less now, very less now. But even though financing is also plays a major role, many cities and many part of it, because they are getting a credit facilities for a few days, not a month, 1 day, 2 day, or 1 week or 15 days, maximum 1 month financing. This is also, they create a lot of functions regarding the financing. Next, risk taking. So already I told you about the risk taking. So these are the some of the functions of channels, functions of distribution are functions. So you can, in examination point of view, if they ask you about the functions of distribution, directly you can write down this one. No need to write all the things. Just go for the introduction and you can write down the distribution functions, right? Next, we'll go to the next slide. Now, channels of distributions. Channels. These are the channels. Channels of distributions are the levels of distributions. Also, we can do. Channels means here distributor company to C2C, company to customer. There are a lot of intermediaries or middlemen or channels. These three things. In examination point, they'll ask you about what are the intermediaries or channels or distribution. All are same. All are, don't confuse intermediaries, channels, and distribution. All are same. Question can be asked any way level. Okay. So C2C, there are more than 4 levels. More than 4 levels. Means first one I will take you. M to C, that is manufacturer to the customer. Channel. Channel one means here company to customer. Company will sell the direct to the customer. There is no distributor also. Direct channel. Direct channel means there is no need of distributor also. Readily manufacture to the customer. Example, like hotels. Hotels is a direct channel because hotels will sell directly to the customer. There will be not having any mediators. Okay. So that is a one example for the direct channel. And second, 2 levels. We are saying the level 1, level 2, level 3, and level 4 because in between, how many levels will create the levels. So level 2, manufacturer to the retailer, retailer to the customer. That is indirect. Indirect means middleman. Here you start that there is a retailer. One retailer is there. So he is. So what is the role means? Retailer directly company will reduce all the channels. Only directly they involve to the retailer and to the customer, because when the customer is most benefited means manufacturer to customer means there will be a lot of money will be saved by the customer as well as the manufacturer. Manufacturer will get a lot of profit. Customer will get a lot of benefited because there is no middleman. Because the middleman will eat lot because they want to give commissions, incentives, offers, premiums, and everything will be bad by the customer. So if we reduce the channels, automatically customer will be more benefited. So most of the companies, they want to reduce the channels, but somehow it cannot be able to possible to the some goods. So definitely they want to follow the channels. So this second channel is, if we go with indirect channel, best companies Bata. Bata companies first of all they introduce only this. They are following still yet. They are following this channel, channel 2. That is manufacturer to the retailer, retailer to the customer. So retail company, Bata company is only following retailer. There will be no wholesaler or a dealer. This is one of the example. Okay. Next, channel 3. You can see the 3: manufacturer, wholesaler, retailer, and the customer. 3 channels: wholesaler, retail, channel, customer. Okay. So 3 channels means here most of the wholesales, textiles, garments, and all the varieties, they come with the channel 3. That is wholesaler, retailer, and customer. Okay. Wholesaler, retailer, and customer. Okay. So this is one of the main thing. So yeah, all the segments. And fourth, channel 4 is 4 levels. That is manufacturer, wholesaler, J means the dealers, joint agreements, dealers and retailers, and the customer. Wholesaler, dealers, retailers, and the customer. There is a 4 level. So wholesaler means it is FMCG goods, fast moving consumer goods. That is all the paste, soaps, all food items, and most probably which is manufactured somewhere in other country, other region, other thing. So they want to follow wholesaler, dealers, retailers, and the customer. This is the 4 channels. Okay. These are the channels of distribution. Next, going to the word channel conflict. So channel conflict, in examination point, they'll ask you the channel conflict means a conflict between the distributors. Distributors means maybe a distributor, retailer, dealer, and in between them, because supply and demand, they should match. Sometimes demand is more, supply is shortages, then there will be a conflict. And suppose there is no discounts or offers, or this kind of thing. If the company is not providing credit facility, they need a lot of credit, and when there is a demand more, at that time there will be a conflict between the channels. There are two types of conflicts: are there horizontal conflict and vertical conflict. Horizontal occurs among firms at the same level of the channel. So same level means distributor the distributors. That is the same channel. Vertical means different levels. Different levels means wholesaler to dealer, dealer to retail. So far, I told you about why they have been difference. This is the same thing. These problems will occur most probably horizontally and vertically. Mostly, the problems will occur regarding the deviations, regarding the transportation or any other credit or goods. Okay. Next. So, how will this vertical marketing system works? Okay. Corporate, contractual, and administrative. So this distribution channels works with the three things: different control. Corporate means company. Some companies will immediately they will take over and they will distribute. Corporate companies will take over. Some of the big corporate companies are there. The wholesaler, that is, they name themselves the corporate, and they will take the license and they will distribute the, they'll, like a franchise. They will take and distribute those. And next is contractual, means agreement between channel member and the thing, like a franchisee. They'll take a contract and they will distribute the goods. Two types: corporate companies. Most of the companies they direct directly and they'll sell the goods. Contract means there will be agreement between the distributor as well as the company. And administrative means it is one of the few dominant members, means some of the group of people they'll form and they'll administer the functions of the distribution. These are the three types. Next, coming to the point, we want, before going to that distribution, a distributor should analyze the consumer service needs and the customer, what kind of customer service needs should be there, and he wants to set the objectives and constraints. Channel project means what kind of objectives, how the company should deliver and what time it should be done, because mostly these objectives will be framed by according to the time, according to the availability of the good, according to the market conditions. They want to set up the objectives and consent. So identifying the major alternatives, because three types of major alternatives: intensive distribution. Intensive means full-fledged distribution. Intensive means complete full-fledged, like an FMCG. Selective distribution means selective areas. Distribution will be made of selective areas, because all the areas cannot be covered. Some goods, if say selective distribution is a few goods want to market, it means few goods only they'll select into the selected area, because all of the thing, like a car company cannot able to sell in rural areas, only cities, metropolitan cities, and major towns. That is selective distribution. Exclusive distribution means outlet, like an BMW car showroom, like Rolex watches, are exclusive showrooms. Okay, something the company will create unique brand, that is called as exclusive. They'll category into the three: intensive, selective, and exclusive distribution. Only exclusive distribution can be done. Next, importance of logistics. So before going to that, now I want to go tell you what is logistics. So logistics is nothing but the company will logistic department, that is a transport department, will involve that their main motive is to right product, right customer at right place at the right time. That is one of the main motive, because they take all kind of risk to carry goods from company to the customer. They are the logistic people. They carry their duties to pack, their list to transport, their to keep safe the goods, and they until it reach, because they want to cover a long distances from more than 2,000, 3,000 kilometers there, and they want to take safe goods to the safe places. That is one of the main thing. So they want to carry different and variety of goods. So they people to able to have the distribution efficiency. Okay. Next, what is the functions of logistics? What they will do? So they will do means they'll most of the they'll minimize the cost. They go to the cost first one, minimizing the cost, because logistic people, what happen, they will plan the goods to be reached to the customer very simply and very easily, because cost should not be rise, because they will take a mode of transportation. I tell you the mode of transportation in next slide. So how will they can manage to carry the goods by minimizing the cost, okay, and objectives. Next, order processing. Order processing means if the customer or a distributor or a wholesaler, anybody, they'll give an order, they will take an order copy, submit it and process, and they will make all time of taking risk to ship the goods from company to the customer or a dealer or a distributor. So this is one of thing. When they take order, they will complete all the thing until unless they reach to the customer. Okay, that is what we call order processing. Best example is if you order anything in online, so automatically what you will get it automatically. You can get the order processing in it. If you check it means where you deliver, which shipment you got, you get the shipment number, how many days the product will be reached to your home. With the timing also you can do it in online. Check it. Same thing will be here in the logistics. Next functions of logistics, warehousing. So warehousing is a godown. What we can say our local language is a godown or a storage godown, where they want to keep huge storage of goods, because always the goods cannot be transmitted for 1 or 2 or 3 goods. So company has to get a bulk quantity to the thing. Suppose a small area like Madanpalli, Chittoor or Palamner, they want to get for 1 week or 15 days or 1 month of goods to be stored in one warehouse, because always they cannot able to transport from Delhi or Mumbai. Okay, so it will take costly, it will take huge cost. So they will keep a warehouse important for the demand, to match the demand and supply. Okay, next. Other function is inventory. Inventory is a stock management. Inventory means when you order, how much you want to order. Because if the company or a distributor or retailer order much more on beyond his limit, the dealer will incur losses. Suppose he need 10 TV, but he ordered 200 TVs. So 200 TVs, you want to bear the 200 TVs amount. It's something lakhs, some lakhs. About if the TVs are not sold for up to 3 months, definitely dealer will lose completely. So he will check the inventory level, that how much TVs can a town can able to buy, how many. So he will keep the stock according to the match the supply and demand of the goods. So that is what we call the inventory. We can say it is an inventory management also. Okay, that is buffer level. What we call as a buffer level. Next function of the logistic is transportation. So transportation means, here I'll continue this topic. Another function is the most important function, because it reduces the cost. It will match it, reduce the cost, because by matching the transportation thing. So transportation modes. The transportation modes I already told you, these are the transportation modes. Here you can see 5 level of transportation modes. Already I told you in some places. So transportation mode is a rail. First of all, rail is a very important in India, because it connects to all the states, rails, because it's a cheaper than any other transportation. We can carry huge bulk number of goods only because train is a very cheaper. We can carry anywhere in India very easily. So that is the thing, we can bulk order. So we can save lost. It's a cost effective. That is one of the things. And second thing is a truck. So truck means, you know that, but truck is also a major problem, because train cannot reach to all the areas. So after thing, second option is trucks. Trucks are also cheaper than like that, not like trains. So trucks can able to reach each and every rural and corner of the city and town. So truck is another thing, is short hauls, they can able to this. So distance covers very few kilometers, hundreds and thousands kilometers. Next thing is water, that is a ship. So shipping means, most probably we are using the alternative method of shipping. Mostly we used to ship internationally. So goods to import and export through ship only, because ship is another option for exporting the goods to the foreign and importing the goods. This is another important thing. Okay. So next, pipeline. Pipeline means, you can see a lot of previous days. Now everything is, the government is coming with the petroleum, that is pipelines. Pipelines, you can see a lot of pipelines going natural gas, chemicals, and a lot of petroleum and gas products, all are through comes under the pipeline. This is another option. Now currently most of things they'll transport, because every time they cannot able to transport the petroleum, so they'll connect a lot of petroleum lines where it will be. This is another transportation mode. And finally last one is air means airways. So it is a cost effective compared to all things. Air is a very cost effective, and it is a very speed. Most probably these goods will be, this air traffic will be used only for the necessary and essential goods like medicines, fruits, or some kind of emergency goods they can able to transport, because it's highly costly. So only they can go with the emergency goods like pharmacy. Now currently we need a kits, PPT kits, and everything will be imported through the air, because pipeline and water cannot able to send it. It takes a long time. Even rail, truck, and water, we can go to long time. So air is one of the last option, high cost option. We will take the modes of transportation. Okay. So if you see the transport, we'll check like speed, dependability, capability, and availability, and cost. They'll check, they'll select these parameters: speed, dependability, capability, availability, and cost. After this, checking this thing, automatically company will go with which kind of transportation mode the company can be able to do. So this is one of the main important thing. And this is a thing which this conclusion part. Distribution is one of the most important factor. Without distribution, any company or any customer cannot be able to function very smoothly, because it is a very hard, important part in the global environment. Okay, thank you.